There is a part on your Subaru right now that costs $20. It is made of plastic. It is about the size of your thumb, and most Subaru owners have never heard of it, never looked for it, and never thought about it at all during the entire time they have owned their car. When it clogs, and it will clog, it starts a chain reaction inside your engine that your oil cap, your dipstick, and your check engine light will not warn you about until thousands of dollars of damage have already been done. I have seen this part take a perfectly healthy engine and turn it into a blown seal, oil-burning, sludge-filled disaster in the span of 18 months. The part costs $20. The repair bill causes costs anywhere from $1,500 to $6,000 depending on how long the owner waited. This video is about making sure you are not the owner. I want to show you something before we get into this. That is what a clogged PCV valve looks like on a 2018 Subaru Forester with 82,000 miles on it. The owner had been changing his oil on time, every 5,000 miles, using full synthetic. He did nothing wrong, but nobody had ever told him this part existed, and nobody had told him it needed to be checked. By the time it showed up on my radar, he had been burning through a quart of oil every 800 miles for almost a year. His dealer told him the oil consumption was normal. It was not normal. It was this part. And once I understood what it was doing to his engine, I started checking it on every Subaru that came through. What I found changed the way I approach engine health entirely. By the end of this video, you will know exactly what this part does, why it fails specifically on Subaru's Boxer engine, what it causes when it fails, and how to inspect and replace it yourself in under 5 minutes for $20. You will also understand why your dealership almost certainly has never mentioned it, and why the symptoms it produces are so commonly misdiagnosed that owners spend thousands of dollars chasing problems that were never the real issue. Stay with me through the whole video because I'm going to describe a specific symptom combination that will tell you immediately whether your PCV valve is already clogged. Most people who see it assume something far more serious is wrong. It is not. It is a $20 fix, but only if you catch it in time. Let's start with what this part actually does, because once you understand its job, the damage it causes when it fails makes complete sense. PCV stands for positive crankcase ventilation. That is a technical name for a very simple concept. When your engine runs, the combustion process inside the cylinders is not perfectly sealed. A small amount of exhaust gases, fuel vapors, and moisture slips past the piston rings on every single firing cycle. These gases collect in the crankcase, the lower, sealed chamber of your engine where the oil resides. If those gases stayed in the crankcase, the pressure would build until it blew out every seal in the engine. Oil would pour out from every gasket. Your engine would destroy itself from the inside. The PCV valve is the solution. It is a one-way valve that vents those crankcase gases out of the crankcase, routes them through a hose, and feeds them back into the intake manifold, where they get burned during normal combustion. This happens continuously. Every minute the engine runs, the valve opens under vacuum, lets the gases pass through, then closes to prevent reverse flow. It is a brilliantly simple system. One small part, one hose, no moving parts beyond the valve itself, and it keeps your engine's internal pressure balanced and your oil clean. Now here is the problem specific to Subaru's Boxer engine layout. In a conventional vertical engine, gravity helps keep oil from migrating into the PCV system. The crankcase is below the cylinders, oil sits at the bottom, and the gases that pass through the PCV system are relatively dry. In a Boxer engine, the cylinders are horizontal. Both banks of cylinders are lying on their sides. That means oil mist, moisture, and combustion byproducts travel through the PCV system at a different angle and carry significantly more contamination. Over time, that contamination builds up inside the PCV valve as a thick, sticky deposit. The valve starts to stick, then it starts to clog, and then the entire system it was designed to manage stops working. Now here is where it gets interesting. And this is the part most Subaru owners and honestly most mechanics who are not specifically familiar with Subarus completely miss. When the PCV valve clogs, the crankcase gases have nowhere to go, but they are still being produced on every combustion cycle. The pressure inside the crankcase starts to rise, And unlike the transmission, which will give you a warning light eventually, your engine has no sensor that says "Ja, Chanketsi," pressure too high. Nothing lights up, nothing beeps. The pressure just keeps building quietly while you drive to work, drop the kids at school, and run your Saturday errands. That pressure has to go somewhere, and it finds the path of least resistance, which is your engine's seals and gaskets. The valve cover gaskets start weeping first. You might see a faint oil smell from the engine bay, or a slight oily residue around the valve cover perimeter, but nothing dramatic enough to alarm most owners. Then the rear main seal starts to take pressure, then the front crankshaft seal. Oil begins seeping past each one. Not a pour, not a stream, a slow, steady, invisible bleed. At the same time, oil migrating into the PCV system that doesn't make it through the clogged valve starts to collect in the intake. Oil vapors find their way into the combustion chamber. Your engine starts burning oil, not because anything is mechanically wrong with your pistons or your rings, but because the PCV system has failed and is now routing oil mist directly into the combustion process. You start using a quart every 1,000 miles, then a quart every 800. Your exhaust starts showing a faint blue tint under hard acceleration. And when you take it to the dealer and tell them your car is burning oil, there is a very good chance they will tell you that some oil consumption is normal for your engine. They will quote you Subaru's internal consumption standard. They may suggest a more expensive diagnosis. They will almost certainly not check the PCV valve first, because it is a $20 part, and $20 parts do not generate significant service revenue. Here is what I promised you earlier. There is a specific combination of symptoms that immediately indicates whether your PCV valve is already clogged or failing. You can check most of these yourself in your driveway in under 3 minutes. The first symptom is oil consumption without an obvious leak. If you are adding oil between changes and you do not see oil pooling under your car or dripping from any obvious source, the PCV system is one of the first things to check. The oil is going somewhere. If it is not on your driveway, it is being burned. And if it is burning without a mechanical cause, such as worn piston rings, the PCV valve is almost always involved. The second symptom is the oil cap vacuum test. This one is simple and costs nothing. Wait until your engine is fully warmed up and idling. Turn it off. Wait 30 seconds, then remove the oil cap. If your PCV system is working correctly, you should feel a very slight negative pressure, almost a gentle pull, when you remove the cap. Now start the engine again with the cap off, just for a moment. You should feel suction pulling down into the opening. If instead you feel pressure pushing out, if you feel air blowing outward against your hand, your crankcase is pressurized. The PCV valve is not doing its job. That pressure that is pushing out against your hand is the same pressure that is pushing against every seal in your engine right now. The third symptom is the hose condition. Follow the PCV hose from the valve cover to the intake manifold. It should be firm, intact, and free of cracks or oily residue on the outside. If it is soft and collapsing under vacuum, cracked, or if the connections at either end are loose or coated in black, oily residue, the system has been compromised. The oil you see on the outside of that hose has been pushed there by crankcase pressure. The fourth symptom is rough idle or a lean condition code. Because the PCV system connects to the intake manifold, a clogged or failed valve disrupts the precise air-to-fuel ratio your engine's computer is trying to maintain. You may get a check engine light with a lean mixture code. You may feel a rough or unsteady idle, particularly when the engine is cold. A lot of owners chase these symptoms through spark plugs, mass airflow sensors, and fuel injectors before anyone thinks to check the $20 valve that is causing all of it. Now here is what almost no one covers. Open your Subaru maintenance schedule and look for a PCV valve inspection or replacement interval. Go ahead, you will not find one. Subaru does not list PCV valve service in the standard maintenance schedule for most of its models. There is no mileage interval. There is no time-based recommendation. The official position by omission is that this part does not require attention. But here is the reality. On a boxer engine running in normal driving conditions, meaning short trips, cold starts, stop-and-go traffic, which we already established in the last video, is basically every Subaru owner in the world, The PCV valve accumulates contamination significantly faster than it would on a conventional vertical engine. A PCV valve on a Subaru, driven in typical conditions, can become restrictive in as few as 30,000 miles and fully clogged well before 60,000. The part that has no service interval is the same part that, when it fails, triggers oil consumption. Subaru will call normal. Seal failures they will call wear, and repair bills they will hand you without once mentioning the $20 valve that started it all. Check it every 30,000 miles. Replace it every 60,000 miles, whether it looks bad or not. The part costs $20. The labor to replace it yourself is zero. Let's get practical. Here is how to find your PCV valve and what to do with it. On most Subaru Foresters and Outbacks with the FB25 engine, which covers the 2012 through 2024 model years, the PCV valve is located on the passenger side valve cover. It sits in a rubber grommet, and a short hose connects it to the intake system. On the EJ25 engines, found in older Outbacks, Foresters, and Legacies from roughly 2000 through 2012, the Subaru location is similar, but the valve itself may look slightly different. On WRX and STI models with the turbocharged EJ or FA engines, the PCV system is more complex and involves a catch-can circuit, but the same principles apply. To check it, simply pull the valve out of its grommet. No tools required on most models. Shake it near your ear. A healthy PCV valve has a small spring-loaded disc inside that you can hear rattling freely when you shake it. If it is silent, feels solid, or is coated in thick black sludge, it is clogged. Do not try to clean it. PCV valves cost between $15 and $25 at any auto parts store or online. They are model-specific, so confirm your engine code before you order. Pull the old one out, push the new one in, reconnect the hose, and you are done. The entire process takes 4 minutes on most Subaru models. There is nothing to torque, nothing to bleed, and no special tools involved. While you have it out, inspect the hose. Squeeze it along its entire length. It should feel firm and return to shape when you release it. If it is soft, collapsing, or cracked, replace it at the same time. A replacement hose costs between $10 and $30, depending on your model, and replacing it while you are already there takes 2 minutes. Do not leave a compromised hose on a new valve. The hose is part of the system. If it is failing, the valve you just installed will be working against a system that is already leaking. Let's be direct about the money, because this is where it becomes impossible to ignore. A new PCV valve costs $20. A replacement hose costs $10 to $30. Your total out-of-pocket investment is somewhere between $20 and $50, and the job takes less time than an oil change. If you would rather have a shop do it, even at a dealership labor rate of $150 per hour, you are looking at a total bill under $200 for parts and labor combined. Now compare that to what happens when it goes unchecked. Valve cover gasket replacement on a Subaru FB25 engine runs between $400 and $700 at an independent shop. Rear main seal replacement, which requires partial transmission removal on most Subaru models, runs between $800 and $1,500. If the oil consumption has progressed to the point where the piston rings have been exposed to contaminated oil long enough to wear prematurely, a short block rebuild on a Subaru 4-cylinder costs between $3,000 and $6,000. Every one of those repairs traces directly back to a part that costs $20 and takes 4 minutes to replace. The math is not complicated. The only variable is whether you know the part exists before or after the damage is done. Here is what you know that the vast majority of Subaru owners do not. There is a part in your engine that Subaru does not list on the maintenance schedule, that your dealer will almost never proactively check, and that when it fails produces symptoms so easily misdiagnosed that owners spend thousands of dollars chasing the wrong problem. It costs $20, it takes 4 minutes to replace, and it protects every seal, every gasket, and the long-term oil integrity of an engine you paid a lot of money to own. Check it at 30,000 miles. Replace it at 60,000 miles, regardless of how it looks. If your car is already showing the symptoms we talked about, check it this weekend. The oil cap test costs nothing and takes 60 seconds. If you feel pressure pushing out instead of suction pulling in, you have your answer, and you have a $20 fix waiting for you at any auto parts store. Subaru's Boxer engine is one of the most capable and durable engine designs on the road when properly maintained, not according to what is printed in the maintenance schedule, but according to what the engine actually needs. Now you know the difference. Most owners never will. If you have not watched our video on the CVT fluid interval that Subaru hides in a footnote, that is the next one you need. We break down the exact same pattern. A cheap service Subaru does not put on the standard schedule, and when it's skipped, it leads to a repair bill in the thousands. It is the most important video on this channel for anyone driving a Subaru with a CVT. It is right here. Watch it next.